Welcome back to my library. This time I'm going to let a little more room or time go by before I say I'm your host, Daddy Moreno, and I have written all of these plus one. There's 7 here. There's an 8th book. That's only a Kindle book. Said it last weekend, but just wanted a reminder. And I write all these books under the pen name of Rico Lanzo. Now, we're running a contest. If you guys remember, leave the comments below. And, or you can email me at the email address of daddymoreno.defy@gmail.com. And whether you send the most emails in a week or leave the most comments in the week, you will win a free ebook of your choice. Now, this week, I'm going to read from The Tree. Hey! There you go. This is actually the very first book I wrote, and the quickest explanation is it's like Indiana Jones finds a new Garden of Eden. So if you like the Indiana Jones trilogy from way back when, you like adventure and a little bit of spirituality and maybe some Christianity, God stuff, this is a book for you. So today I am going to read from page... I'm going to start at page 98, going through to 101, and it is chapter 15, Retreat. Now, in this chapter, the captain of the ship, I think it's called the Janus, I say I think because it's been so long since I wrote this book, they went to find the new Garden of Eden, and what they believe they found is that and a new Adam and Eve. And so they snuck up to what they believe is the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the new tree. That's where the tree, the title, The Tree, comes into play. And so something happened and showed up, and they've been retreating. So I'm going to start, like I said, at page 99. No, I'm going to go back a little bit. Babbling to himself, okay, I can't move. What's going on here? Think, Frank, think. What to do? Okay, then, finally noticing the man in front of him, oh my God, here he comes. The native man continued to approach from a small clearing on one side of this immense tree that Frank was now attached to. Eyes wide with fear, Frank continued, oh my God, don't kill me, please don't kill me. Suddenly, the native man spoke in what Frank vaguely recognized as a form of ancient Hebrew, a language that had not been spoken since the time of the Old Testament. You don't belong here, he said. Completely confused, Frank offered, I don't understand a word you are saying. Please don't kill me. This time, when the native man spoke, he suddenly changed to English, but with a very heavy accent. You don't belong here. Frank was now more confused and filled with fear than ever. How in the hell do you know English? Oh my God. Just then, Frank shot up the tree about 4 more feet. He didn't even see the native man wave his hand this time, but he was sure he had something to do with this new dangling position he held on the tree. As Frank opened his eyes, once his body stopped moving, his eyes darted left and right, gauging his new position. The native man was now out of his field of vision, but Frank could no longer feel the ground under his feet. Oh my God. What the hell's going on here? Where did you go? Wherever, please don't kill me. Below, the native man was pacing again, once again in a small circle, keeping Frank in his line of vision, deciding what to do with this intruder. Then, as if things could not get any worse for Frank, or more bizarre, The native man took a stance in front of him, with about 12 feet between them. Then, just as if he was slowly walking up the front steps to a house, he began to walk up a set of invisible steps, directly in front of Frank, slowly coming into his line of vision. This, of course, caused Frank to freak out all the more. With eyes wider than ever, with fear, with no idea what to say. "Oh my God, I am so dead." The native man had now walked right up in front of Frank and placed his face inches from his. Frank could simply not believe his eyes. "Oh my God, oh my God. You cannot be real. This cannot be real." He closed his eyes and counted, hoping to wake up from his nightmare. 1, 2, 3. He opened his eyes again, and to his horror, the native man was still there. Oh God, you're still here." He tried again. 1, 2, 3. He opened his eyes again and realized it was no use. The native man was real. "Please don't kill me, please. My God. My God, my God, please." Tiring of all this whining, the native man spoke up again, using his heavily accented English. "Who is your God?" Frank then noticed something that left him pale. "Holy shit! You've got a forked tongue." Now delirious with fear. "Oh my God, who are you?" He closed his eyes once again. "Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want." That was it. The native man had heard enough. With the last word out of Frank's mouth, he shot up the tree again, higher and higher, so high that his body actually shifted from left to right on his way up, avoiding hitting large branches. There definitely was a higher power at work here. Frank screamed and babbled the entire way up until he reached the very top of the tree, so high he could actually see the tops of other trees in this new and terrifying jungle. I hope you liked that. That's an excerpt from The Tree. Again, all these books are available on Amazon.com under the name of Rico Lonzo. And leave your comments below. And again, shoot me an email, teddymoreno.defi@gmail.com. And thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again next week. Have a great week.